Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's always good to learn a new language, and it's also important to know that particular language in depth. In this video, I'm going to teach you nouns in detail. Let's begin. In my previous video, we saw parts of speech. There are totally 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. All these 8 acts as a component to make a proper sentence. If you're looking for any word in the dictionary, it falls within this 8. So first is your noun. Nouns are nothing but name, place, animal, things or ideas. There are different kinds of nouns: common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun, concrete noun, compound noun, countable noun, and uncountable nouns. So, first one is your common noun. The meaning of common is nothing but in general or something which is nothing specified. So, a common noun is the word used for a class of person, place, or thing. They are not capitalized unless they begin a sentence. Unless and until they are in the beginning of the sentence, they never take the first letter as their capital letter. Example: student, teacher, city, car, girl, etc. Your first example is birds live on trees. Here, birds is a common noun. I haven't specified which particular bird I'm talking about. In general, I'm talking about birds. So, birds is a common noun and trees is also a common noun. But birds B takes a capital letter because it's in the beginning of the sentence. Next, Priya is a doctor. Doctor is a common noun. Next, the bird is flying in the sky. Bird and sky both are your common nouns. Proper noun. A proper noun is the name of a person, place, or organization in specific. They are always capitalized irrespective of their position in a sentence. Wherever they are placed in the sentence, they always maintain their first letter as a capital letter. Example: Sachin, Chennai, Rio. Sachin and Chennai are names of a person, so it falls under proper noun. Next, Chennai is also a name of a place. First example: Rohan and Haran are brothers. Here, Rohan and Haran are proper noun. Brothers is a common noun. Second example: the capital of Nepal is Kathmandu. Nepal and Kathmandu is proper noun. Third example: he worked with the Times of India for 2 years. Here, it's an organization, so it is also a proper noun. Next, collective noun. Collective nouns are used to name a group or a class of persons, animal, or things. It refers to a set or a group followed by of plus plural noun. Example: a flight of birds. You can also say a flock of birds. Here, birds is a collective noun. My noun is in plural form. Next, a library of books. Here, my noun is in plural form. So, I have written it as books. This is your collective noun. Next, abstract noun. Abstract noun refers to ideas, emotion, and concepts you cannot smell, touch, and see. Example: happiness, fear, and freedom. Your first example: we were attracted by the beauty of the mountains. Here, beauty is a mental emotion where one cannot see or you cannot feel, it cannot be felt physically. So, second example: all you need is love. Here, love is also an abstract noun. Next is your concrete noun. Your concrete noun refers to people or thing that exist physically. They can be detected with 5 senses. Your 5 senses are sense of sight, sense of taste, sense of touch, sense of sound, and sense of smell. So, your abstract noun is always in contrast with your concrete noun. Example: music, flag, and sand. First example is please pass the salt. Here, salt is your concrete noun where you can taste it. Second example, after his retirement, Mr. Shankar pursued his dream of photographing rainbows. Here, Mr. Shankar is a proper noun, but it also comes under concrete noun because concrete noun refers to people and physical existence. Next, rainbow is your concrete noun. It can have an physical existence. Second, compound noun. A compound noun is a noun that is made with two or more words. Most compound nouns are noun plus noun or adjective plus noun. Example, full moon, blackboard, son-in-law. Here, full moon has a space in between, blackboard doesn't, and son-in-law is written as hyphened word. So your compound word can be written in either of these. First example, for six-pack abs, just say no to fatty acids. Here, six-pack, I've written it in hyphened word. I've written it as hyphened word. Second example, I'm allergic to seafood. Here, I haven't given any space in between the compound word. So compound words can be written in any of these forms. Next is your countable noun. They have a singular or a plural form and can be used with a number or a or an before it. They are also called as count nouns. Since they can be counted, you are calling them as countable nouns. Example, car, cup, house. Let's take the first example. There's a bike in that garage. I'm talking about a bike in that garage. So only one. So my noun is in singular form. Next, there are 6 bikes in that garage. So there are totally 6 number of bikes present there. So they are considered as countable nouns. Next, uncountable nouns. They often refers to substances, liquid and abstract ideas. Cannot be counted. They are also called as mass nouns. Since they can't be counted, they are called as mass nouns. Example, milk, gold, air and smoke. First example, many Asians eat rice. I can't keep counting each and every grain in that particular bowl. So, I'm mentioning it as uncountable noun. Rice is an uncountable noun. Next, do you have any work post lunch? Here, work is also your uncountable noun. I hope you like this video. If you have understood it, please give me a thumbs up. Please do like, share and comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.